area, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I got this girl real drunk, and
that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk.
I didn't just get her drunk. I remember I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly.
Oh, so you raped her?
Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store. I had the fucking.
They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat and have sex with it. That doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if this shit really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too. Right? So she was drunk as shit, and we had sex and shit, and like. A lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and fuck her. I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to run a train on it. That's rape. Yeah. Okay. So,
if it's just one-on-one, it ain't rape.
Yeah. So the next
trains are rape.
So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, we had sex. She said, okay, well, I'm glad it was you. Then a couple days later, she's like, yo, are you sure I only had sex with you? Because one of my stupid ass cousins was going around saying he fucked her, which he didn't. I know for a fact he didn't. Okay. I was there the whole time. Yeah. He did not fuck her. Yeah. He looked at her naked, but he didn't fuck her, right? So I'm telling her, no, me and you just had sex. Nobody else did nothing. So it just was weird that she was like, well, I'm just glad it was you. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, yo, you could have been in a real bad situation if it was another motherfucker.
That's a huge compliment, man. A girl just said, yo, at least you raped me.
I didn't rape her. I did not rape her.
Hey, if it was any of your cousins or friends, it would have been rape. But
I didn't rape her because me and her had every intention of having sex with each other.
So then why would you put the Spanish Fly?
I'm still a freaky motherfucker, but
Was she passed out while you fucked her?
Nah, she wasn't like, she was like one of those drunks where, she was one of those drunks where like, she was one of those drunks where she was like, she wasn't coherent, but she was up. You know when your girls is like when you're blacked out, like that, don't know what the fuck's going on type shit. Like she was really.
So, for those who don't know, Charlemagne the God is a well-known TV personality, radio host at The Breakfast Club. He's a best-selling author. Hell, I even have his first book. And I was really enjoying seeing this guy rise to fame and success and achieving his dreams and all of that. So it really sucks to even talk about this right now. But what sucks even more is the amount of people not talking about it. And I'm not talking about like the common people, because this little snippet alone has over 500,000 views on Twitter. The full podcast that he talked about this on, it has hundreds of thousands of more views on YouTube. I'm talking about his contemporaries, the outlets that would have otherwise jumped on this. Like, I'm really disheartened by the fact nobody is talking about this right now. And just to be clear, yes, he was accused of raping this 15-year-old girl by date rape, and I guess statutory rape as well. But this is a completely different incident. This is not that girl that accused him, the 15-year-old that recently just wanted the case reopened. This is a whole separate incident. And this is not the girl herself saying this. So we can't even confuse this as some opportunist trying to make money off the Me Too movement because she see a man being successful, being happy, and she just wants some clout or some money or fame or whatever. No, this is this man's own words clearly confessing to rape. I mean, like, and for those who are confused, like him and those in the room with him that thought this shit was funny, let me explain why this was rape. If you have sex with a girl that's incoherent at the time that y'all have sex, that's rape. If you have sex with a girl that's blacked out at the time that y'all have sex, like he stated, that's rape. If she don't know what the fuck is going on, but you still have sex with her, that's rape. If you put something in her drink and then afterwards have sex with her without her knowing, as they stated later on in the full podcast, that's rape. It don't matter what y'all intentions were beforehand. It don't matter how the conversation went afterwards. It's the same thing like if somebody steals from you, you find out about it, and later on you say, you know what, it's cool, I don't even care. They still stole from you, so that conversation is for naught. The intentions beforehand is for naught. If she's incoherent at the time that y'all have sex, that is rape. There's no blurred line about this, and all of those things don't have to be true. Any one of those things make it rape. And you know what? It makes it really clear why so many victims don't come forward. Like Terry Crews, he talked about this. While all these women said, I didn't want to come forward with my truth because the person was a person of power and a person of means, because ain't nobody going to believe them. And that person is still not going to be held accountable. And at the end of the day, they're just made to suffer even more on top of what they've already suffered by being blackballed by an industry of friends of that person who now consider you the adversary. So even though they don't talk about it to the general public, they won't use their platforms like they otherwise would in any other situation. they're still going to be on the same page of denying you opportunity. So it makes perfect sense why so many people don't come forward. And I just refuse to be complicit in another reason why so many victims stay silent. But it trips me out with all the women that he's had on his Breakfast Club, and he's interviewed all the people that claim to be his friends that are otherwise pro-woman rights, all about holding a man accountable for his actions, particularly in instances like this, like Amanda Seales, Karen Civil, Angela Rye. I mean, they're just oddly quiet about their friend admitting that he spiked the girl's drink and then when she was blacked out, had sex with her. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they're just not aware of this podcast. But now they are. So now what? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, though. I'll let y'all later. Peace.